You're so great, standing, talking. You got me checkmate. No one's watching or nothing. I have cleared out the room, also that you can get to be the big spoon. Ooh, cuddle me blue. Take me to the edges of you. Ooh, ooh. Cut through every little inch of my skin. Baby, I will let you in. Ooh, ooh.
Wow, it's been more than like 7 months since I've uploaded to my channel. So welcome back. I am in the middle of working towards launching a new project of mine. I'm starting my own podcast called Start Somewhere, and I thought let's vlog the whole entire thing. And I bought a new vlogging camera, I have a new mic. I am in week 6, so the final week of the Rise and Conquer project, which is a 6-week business/mindset mentoring program run by Georgie Stevenson. Also paid to do one-on-one coaching with her. So every week for 6 weeks, we've been doing one-on-one calls, and they have been so valuable. My dog's going crazy out there. She's helped me form this whole podcast. She's helped me do everything with the podcast, which is incredible. Like, we're on a Google Doc together. She's helping me edit my content, my graphics, and my branding, and honestly just everything. So shout out to Georgie. She's honestly incredible, and it's so like surreal being able to talk with her and really connect with her. And you know, we're just like, we consider each other friends. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's just, life is weird, life is crazy. It's funny, like I'm not really too like nervous or scared yet. There's the puppy. Yeah, such a little rat bag, aren't you? He's got such a booty. And he's off. Welcome to Start Somewhere, the podcast with Isabelle. I'm your host, Isabelle Prestia, and I'll be sharing my mind shifts. Welcome to Start Somewhere, the podcast with Isabelle. I'm your host, Isabelle Prestia, and I'll be sharing my mind shifts and ways on how you can turn your struggles into some of your best wins. We'll be discussing how you can grow your confidence, find clarity, and become your most empowered self I know you're so deserving of. All by starting somewhere. Okay, I recorded a bit too early. I want to go. All by starting somewhere. Welcome to Start Somewhere, the podcast with Isabelle. I'm your host, Isabelle Prestia, and I'll be sharing my mind shifts and tools to turn your struggles into some of your best wins ever. We'll be chatting how you can fight fear, cultivate confidence, and become the most empowered person I know you are so deserving of. All by starting somewhere. So this is the site I'm using to gain my music. So Georgie, she's such a babe. She gave me her login details. So, and I found so many cool songs. Okay, that did not work. It did work. I would recommend this to anyone wanting to get into any type of content work. And so just another way that I'm really like prepping. So I brought this book. It's pretty lame, but like, you know what? You gotta believe in your dreams. I'm such a writer, like I'm such a journalist, so I brought this and I've just broken it up into, you know what, I'm just gonna show you guys actually. So I've got like my, oh, I can't even see, whatever. You got like my niche, my whole plan, and then I've gone through and just each episode I just flesh out a whole heap of writing. And then what I'm doing is I have a Google Doc. I'm sharing this with Georgie, and we're going to go through it my next call with her on Wednesday, and she's just really going to help with like the structure, because I just found when I was reading out like I guess my structure, jeez that's loud, of the podcast, like she's like is like, I love it, but I'm just bored, like I just don't care. And I'm like, shit, like I'm someone who's all about being upfront and honest. So I was like, I really was grateful that she was just so upfront and honest, because like I'm paying a lot of money to do this course and she's helping me, and I want to get all the value I can out of it. And so basically what I'm doing now is just typing it up and like fleshing it out in a format that's, you know, storytelling, because that's what a podcast is, and I don't want to lose interest with people. So it's really cool to hear like the format that she does and what works for her. And yeah, I'm just like doing lots of like, I guess, market research by listening to other podcasts just to really find that captivating format. When I've told a few people that I'm starting a podcast, the same kind of response I've gotten back, which is just like so epic. They're just like, yeah, like I can really see this being like really successful. You have such a calming voice for a podcast. I'm like, a calming voice? I just would never think that about me. I am still finishing heaps of stuff for my podcast. It's just like I love doing it. It's just quite heavy what I'm doing, like what I'm just writing about at the moment, and I'm just kind of going like a blast in the past, and just, yeah, like I don't know, it's just quite full on. But I'm just like, this is gonna make no sense until people have heard it, but basically season 1 is all about a breakup and grieving a breakup and moving forward and all of that fun stuff. And, you know, obviously I'm going to touch on my past, because I'm not just going to like do a podcast. Like, I feel like I've got an experience. I'm going to share that, and that is the whole entire intention of my podcast. It's to help other people. It's mostly aimed at females. I'm sure some guys may listen to it, and I'm sure, you know, some things will definitely resonate and appeal to males, but my audience definitely is females, so that's just a little, I don't know, insight there. So I just keep reminding myself my whole intention of this podcast is to help other females feel empowered and know how to move on, know when it's time to move on, and giving them a really simple approach to owning their life, basically, in a nutshell. So I'm sending her some graphics that I've made to get her opinion, and let's start this call. I'm literally in my pajamas.
Wow, so detailed. I love it.
I know, I started off really detailed like for the first few, and then by the end of it I was just kind of doing dot points, so.
No, that's perfect. Okay, intro. Love intro is perfect. Oh, this is so exciting. I love it. It's so perfect in regards to, you know, you've told them a story, you've been super vulnerable. Love episode 2. Different, out of the book. I love the ending of the episode 2. It's like super powerful.
It's funny, I actually wrote that like on Valentine's Day a year ago. I was going through my notes and I found it. I was like, oh, this is perfect. So how weird is that?
Yeah. I love the title for episode 3.
Yeah. So this is a whole heap of content I've designed for my podcast. Like, honestly, so much. It's funny, I have actually been like planning this content for like since the start of the year, because I just always kind of just play around and just do this type of stuff, but I had no real like purpose for what I was designing. And then it's funny, like as soon as I came up with the idea for my podcast, it's like I had done so much of the work already. Weird. It's like my intuition was just guiding me this whole time and I had no idea. And now I'm doing it, and it's just like, it's just the most like effortless, natural process. It's great. I'm very keen because I'm taking a week and a half off from work this week to work on my podcast. I'm taking a week off to fucking hustle, to work so hard still. But I'm just very keen to have that me time, just wake up a bit later, go to the gym, just live my best life, you know, but also just hustle my heart out with my podcast. I'm planning to record in that time as well, I'm going to batch all my content. So I've got 8 episodes planned. Plan is to record the majority of them. And then I'm going to schedule in my final call with Georgie. She said just whenever I feel like it, like if something comes up, I email her whenever kind of suits me, which is really cool. And I've also got planned to film like my promo video this Friday with my friend, so she's going to help me. Shout out Charlotte, she's the best. And I think we're going to use her drone as well. Really cool idea. I just have trouble explaining my idea. She's like, just draw it out. I'm like, I don't know how to draw it out, so let's hope for the best. Launch date is the 1st, so start of spring, and I fucking live/love spring. It's my favorite. So I'm very, oh my god, hasn't really hit me that like I'm going on leave soon. It's gonna be good. I'm just gonna finish my sushi and do some more work. Oh, why is sushi so good? Cheers.